Every once in a while, someone starts a rant that Star Citizen is pay to win garbage. As I do not agree with that statement 100%, however, I do think the game has a big focus on new ships and thus the storefront, trying to sell us more and more ships. I don't believe there is any pay to win in this game. If someone buys a ship for $100 or $300, he will not have any advantage over a player who has spent hours or days playing or grinding and buying ships of same types. If anything, the person grinding will have a clear advantage over the person throwing in their money. You can have $2,000+ ship, yet it will be utterly useless if you don't have a crew of players and no experience how to operate such a ship. It may not serve you at all and just be a big transport which anyone can harass. But what about heavy fighters, medium fighters, or ships in general you can operate alone and which have a lot of firepower? If you have two players, one who has played this game for months, and one who is new, played for a couple of days, bought a new fancy ship in hopes of beating everyone else, that is not going to happen. There is a clear knowledge difference between them. You can have one-man beast of a ship, but if you don't know what that ship's strengths and weaknesses are, you might be disappointed really quick. I would say the knowledge of different ship types is more important than owning a $300 ship, which could be beaten in a starter light fighter. Not all ships serve the same roles or can fill all the roles. There are some clear differences which ships are not meant for combat and which are meant for more civilized game loops. There are plenty of expensive ships which are useless for combat. Only way we can consider this to be a little bit of a pay to win is clearly a skilled veteran buying a ship with clear focus, meaning that they have a lot of knowledge about ships and clear focus on certain gameplay style. There is no chance for a new player to just pay and instantly start killing and beating everyone else. And someone buying a $2,000 ship pack or $48,000 ship pack or anything else in between, that shouldn't even be considered relevant. If someone has spent that much money, they are clearly missing something in their life. Plus, those who want to buy ships can always melt something they don't like and buy something else. I myself have one utterly useless ship for most players, the CO Nomad, but I just like it for its comfortability to use. It gives me no super advantage in combat or cargo, but it's something nice I enjoy using when I fly around, exploring, doing combat, or just some minor deliveries. It's not fast, it's not agile, it doesn't even have decent enough weapons to be viable for combat. It's a flying pancake, but I just love it. We all have our idea of spending money on the game. So I'm not going to fight for some idea that you need to spend money, or somebody wants to spend money or has to spend money to feel relevant. Nor am I going to diminish those who do, or even those who fight against it. I just think that the knowledge of the game is more important than some of the tools which we use. Yes, there can be some clear trends that players are using this type of ship for combat, this type of ship for cargo, this is optimal for another game loop. Of course, these are the trends. But this doesn't mean there aren't other ships which are combat ready. I have seen some of the weirdest ships, for example, Cartual beating heavy fighters, light fighters, just by pure maneuvering and knowing the ship's strengths. Fighting against ships that have twice as much health and twice as much firepower. And of course I have seen head-to-head dogfights which have just relied upon pure firepower. But once you start learning the maneuvering, the tactics, the strengths and weaknesses, things get a lot more interesting. You can deny certain actions, or at least try to deny, either exposing enemies' weaknesses or trying to cover your own, while also trying to use your own strengths to the advantage of your preferred playstyle. But I've been going on for long enough. Hate it or love it, everyone has their own opinion regarding this, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.